Hi guys, I'm back again today with another video, and this is a very short one, so probably with all the pausing and talking we'll probably have like a 5-minute video. I don't know. This is how the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel is being built. Okay, so I guess it's a process, or was. I'm not sure if it's already done, but let's see. Between Rødby on Lolland and Puttgarden in Germany will be the world's longest immersed tunnel. This video explains how 360,000 tons of steel and 3 million cubic meters of concrete are being turned into an 18-kilometer tunnel. Wow, this is Europe, and their infrastructure, or like, let me say, building, like things that they build is so humongous. And I don't know how they engineer this, because I cannot even engineer my own right feet or left foot, right or left leg to kind of like synchronize and walk, right? Because there's moments where I malfunction and I like trip on myself. No reason. It's not like there's invisible stairs. It's just that my foot didn't work. So the fact that they could engineer like big things like bridges, tunnels, channels, whatever, is crazy. Of course, it's not one person who does it, right? It's a group of people that come together and create this magnificent stuff. But still, like, because I'm somebody who is like dumb, like we all know that, it just fascinates me when people are like amazing. When human beings are more amazing than I could ever be, I'm always fascinated by that. I'm like, damn, there are actually smart humans in this world. And what happened to me? Like, when God was blessing people with brains, what was I doing? Obviously, because I know myself so well, right? So when God was blessing people with like smart and stuff, I was just like chilling under a mango tree probably somewhere, and I was just like, I couldn't be bothered to fall in line for a brain, right? So that was my downfall. If you were wondering how I was created, I bet it was kind of like that. When they were handing out stuff, I was just so lazy, right? I was just like, I just lined up for like, what do I have? Let me see. I lined up for a pretty face. So I couldn't be bothered for boobs. I couldn't be bothered for height. I couldn't be bothered for like anything else. I was like, yeah, I already lined up for the pretty face one. I'm good with that. I will survive the world. And then they dropped me to this world, and I was like, fudge. I could have lined up for boobs at least, right? I could line up for like some brains, most especially. Like, forget the freaking boobs, like the brains. I should have done that at least before I got dropped into this planet of ours. But anyways, too late, right? Maybe in the next life, if it's real, right? We will learn our lesson, and we'll line up for everything we can. Okay. But anyways, beautiful peeps, let me just stop wasting your time and let's watch this. But if you like your time being wasted by my nonsensical, come back.
This is one of Europe's largest construction sites. We're building the Fehmarnbelt Tunnel between Denmark and Germany, near the town of Rødbyhavn on the island of Lolland. The new link will be the world's longest immersed tunnel and the fastest route between Scandinavia and Central Europe. Following extensive preparations, the project is now underway. The first step in the construction phase is the large-scale work harbour to take delivery of the huge quantities of sand, cement, steel and gravel that are required to cast the tunnel elements. Behind the harbour, we're building a tunnel factory with 6 production halls for casting the tunnel's 89 concrete elements on a 24/7 basis. The standard elements are 217 metres long, weigh over 73,000 tons, and contain 2 tubes for the motorway, 2 for the railway, and a service passage. The tunnel elements will be immersed in a 12-meter deep tunnel trench dredged on the seabed. Dredging the 18-kilometer tunnel trench will produce 19 million cubic meters of soil, sand, and stone, which will be transformed into new beaches and land areas adjacent to the construction site. The tunnel factory will be the world's largest for concrete production. The construction site will provide jobs for several thousand people. What's more, the project will create even more jobs at companies in the region, supplying the site with raw materials, goods, and services. The finished tunnel will be assembled from 89 elements, cast incrementally in segments over a skeleton of reinforcing steel in large casting molds. Once the concrete is set, the molds will be removed, and the tunnel element will be pushed forwards towards the dry dock. This work will take place round the clock, with 9 weeks needed to produce one tunnel element.
Round the clock.
When the element is ready to be transported, it is sealed at both ends with a bulkhead, and the dry dock is filled with water. The element is towed out into the deep end of the dock, after which the water level is lowered to sea level. Tugboats will tow the element into position in the Fehmarnbelt. The ballast tanks are filled with water, and the element is lowered onto the seabed.
Damn.
The elements will be installed with millimeter precision along the length of the tunnel. Once maneuvered into place, the elements are pulled together and the water is pumped out. This creates a partial vacuum, which ensures a watertight connection. Finally, a protective layer of stone will be laid on top of the tunnel. Over time, the current will completely cover the tunnel with sand. Portal buildings are being constructed at Rødbyhavn on Lolland and Puttgarden in Germany, which will ensure that traffic has a smooth transition between land and tunnel on both sides of the belt. Once the technical installations are completed, the tunnel will open to traffic. People will then be able to cross the Fehmarnbelt in 7 minutes by train and 10 minutes by car. The world's largest immersed tunnel will be ready in 2029.
2029? You think people got time? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that's fast. But wow. Like, how does human being work? Like, if you're religious, right? Like, if you're religious, thank God. Like, damn. Like, how fascinating is that? Right? I'm like, that is... My brain can never, like, it cannot even count 1 to 10. So that is so beautiful. Like, I'm so amazed how human beings are so, like, they come up with great inventions, great ideas, and that's all thanks to God, right? Oh my gosh, that is so... Thank you, Lord. Even if I'm not part of the smart ones, at least I'm here to witness the smart people do their thing. So thank you for that. And thank you guys for joining me in my shenanigans. I don't know why you do it, but thank you. Sometimes our brains, right? We're like, why are you doing what you're doing? But sometimes it's good to do what you... I lost the plot. Let's just move on. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. And that is really, really fascinating. Let me know if things like this fascinate you, or you're like, I'm used to it, I do this in my sleep. If you're in engineering, architecture, something that is like medicine, right? Let me know down in the comments. Well, actually, let me know what your occupation is in the comments down below. If you do care to share, if you don't want to share, it's fine. Do you boo boo, right? But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.